Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. We are looking at the Samsung 900R, 75-inch 8K QLED, $6,999. Also, if you're looking for Geek Squad, it'll run you about $800 as the extended warranty if you're buying at Best Buy. And what we're looking at primarily today is the design. It's off-angle viewing. Its clarity is beautiful. It's running an excellent demo here. They are gorgeous. Now, off-angle, it is extremely impressive. That's the reflection. But even the reflections are very minimal in such a bright location. It is a gorgeous picture. Samsung did not mess around with their Flagship in terms of where I think a lot of their resources were allocated are at this model right here. The bezel is very thick, very similar to the Bezel P series, but accommodates for the zones. As far as its bezel, it's a little bit of blooming. It's exasperated by the camera though, guys, but it is still there. Our concern about blooming is primarily into black bars more than it is in the middle of the screen. What I don't like about these TVs though is, though the stand is metal, they're not as fancy as they were a few years ago. Very plain, but its picture quality is pretty gorgeous. Very impressive. The viewing angle that is so important to these companies now. You can see why it's important to them. It's not super important to me actually at all, but it is important to them and they have addressed that. Now, quickly about 8K, is it important to you? It really isn't important to me. I'll tell you why. Even with 8K gaming, a lot of you guys are seeing the specs for the PS5 and the new Xbox, and you're worried about 8K. That'll be an 8K upscale, and it'll also be the ability to output an 8K signal, meaning it'll probably be still pictures of 8K, but I wouldn't go chasing 8K. There will not be 8K content that's native for a long time. This is an 8K native demo. As we know, upscaling of cable TV content typically doesn't look very good. So don't be worried if you're buying a 4K TV that all of a sudden things are obsolete. 8K gaming is a really long time away. GTX 20 or RTX 2080 Ti is barely doing 4K at 60, as well as the 1080 Ti. So I wouldn't be too worried about 8K. 8K at 30 is it's impossible unless you have SLI 2 cards. But back to the QLED, it is very nice, very beautiful. So, Geek Squad. Very beautiful image. I do suggest though, if you do buy a display, you do buy it in store, look at the Geek Squad or the warranties of other retailers, just to really cover yourself. Now again, the blooming you're seeing on the Samsung logo is not quite as evident. I don't see any blooming in the actual content. But it really is a gorgeous picture. Again, the 75-inch is $7,000. The Geek Squad warranty would probably be an additional $800 or $900. But if you're looking for Samsung's Flagship, here it is. Variable refresh rate, a lot of gaming-centric features, full array, very bright. Now, before we get out of here, would I buy this display? I'm looking more for bang of the buck these days. I'd like to get similar specs for less money, but you can't really deny how gorgeous this display actually is. Samsung doesn't mess around. A lot of their quality in terms of their picture, last year's Q9FN, Q8FN were wonderful. Q90R this year is great as well, but this is where they really spent a lot of their resources. And to be honest, the viewing angle really is nice. But would I buy one? Probably not. I'm not interested in 8K at all, but it still is very beautiful, and that's the first look at the QLED 8K 900R. All right, guys, thank you as always. Take care.